Putra Elstari, a student majoring in mathematics education at the University of Musamus Merauke. Okay, in this video, I will discuss about tutorial in interview, opening class, and presentation in English. Check it out, guys. Okay, the first is that we will discuss about tutorial in interview. Well, before that, we must know what parties are in the interview. There are two parties in the interview, namely, the first is the interviewer. The interviewer is the person who asks the question, and the second is the research person. The research person is the person who provides the answer to the question. The next step is the interviewer step in the interview. The first is to say hello. Example, good morning, Miss Intan. The second is asking condition. Example, how are you, Miss Intan? The third is asking about self-description. Example, please describe yourself. The fourth is mind to topic. Ask the interview question about the job you are applying for. Sample question, what is your reason for applying for this job? Why did you choose this company? Do you have any previous work? The five is closing statement. Example, thanks. Please write for further information via email that we will send. And the last is say goodbye or see you later. The next thing is what the interview must prepare before the interview. The first is prepare CV, portfolio, and other documents. It is prepared in order to be able to convince about your abilities. The second is dig up information about the job or company to be addressed. This is done so that when you are asked about the company or job, you already know the answer. The third is arrive on time. The fourth is look good and be polite. By looking neat and being polite can make a positive impression. And the last is prepare the answer you think you will be asked. This is done so that you can answer a question confidently and not be confused. Okay, the next thing is we will discuss about the tutorial in opening the class. The first is greeting. Example, good morning everyone. The second is ask condition. Example, how are you today? The third is pray. In praying, the teacher might ask one of his students to lead in prayer. Example, okay, before we start learning, let's pray together. Please Agung lead us in prayer. The fourth is fill in student attendance list. The five is ask about last week's meeting material. This is done so that students can recall what they have learned last week. And the last is connect last week's material with today's material. Example, because last week we studied the types of matrix, today we will learning about the operation in matrix. Okay, the next thing is that we will discuss the percentage tutorial in English. The first is greeting. Example, good morning everyone. The second is say thank you for the moderator. Example, thanks for the time given by moderator. The third is self-introduction and presentation of the topic to be staged. Example, I'm Putra Ilstari and I will present about behavioral learning theory. The fourth is presentation of material and question and answers. Example, before that, did anyone know what is behavioristic theory? Yes, that's right. The theory of behavioristic is a theory based on stimulation and response. stimulation is everything that is given by the teacher, and response is the one given by student to the stimulus. That's all what I can present. If anyone you want to ask is welcome. And the last is close presentation. Example, I think that's all my presentation. Thanks for participation, guys. And the final word, good morning. So many video tutorials from me. If there are shortcoming, please forgive me. Bye guys, see you next video.